When you understand the past, you cement the foundation of your future success, as you cannot succeed when half of your workforce are held down by injustice. CBN and the burden of injustice in Nigeria. According to the provisions of Section 44 to Section 52 of the Public Procurement Act 2007, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, any public entity in Nigeria that wishes to engage the services of a consultant, which services shall be clearly spelled out and ascertainable, such procuring entity shall solicit for expression of interest or application for pre-qualification, provided the service by publishing a notice to that effect in at least 2 national newspapers, and also publication at the Procurement Journal with defined terms of reference and detailed evaluation criteria. And then also, after the publications, submitted proposals shall be assessed on merit and cost to ensure that only qualified candidates are engaged with fairness and accountability as benchmark for appointment. So I had to spell out the requirements so that people will understand first. But despite these clear criteria and requirement and provision, it be like say our CBN governor, Yomi Cardoso, is above the law. As recently, the allegation that his arbitrary appointment of 2 consultants, Ms. Nkiru Balonwu, formerly of African Soft Power Group, and Mrs. Daphne Dafinone, a chartered accountant of Crowe Dafinone, without this following compliance with these clear provisions or clear scope of job, is creating brouhaha at the Apex Bank presently. But anyway, people say, no be me say, people say the 2 consultants are like the de facto first and second governor of the bank after Cardoso, as they both earn 50 and 35 million naira each. 50 million a month. And this is a country where the president's friend, as according to the president, his friend, who hitherto had 5 Rolls Royces, is not driving a Corolla because he cannot afford to buy fuel. Yet we are paying consultants at the CBN, Central Bank, armed robbery salary. And you say me, there's no thief. I talk I'm saying money dey Nigeria. Now you never reach where they share am. Meanwhile, the CBN has 4 deputy directors, 4 deputy governors, 29 directors, 170 deputy directors, and over 400 PhD holders working at the bank. So what is the job of these 2 special consultants to warrant them earning this kind of salaries, the salary of 15 directors joined together? And yet we are fighting corruption. You know what many people steal? I beg, tell me something else, Jerry. In the midst of all this, the same CBN between April and May 2024 sacked close to 500 members of its workforce under the pretense of restructuring and cutting costs. Now, wow. Some of the disengaged staff that I worked for between 6 to 10 years did not even get anything, because as their gratuity were said to, not be enough to even offset their debt. Some were said to be owing the bank between 25 to 35 million after deduction, as the gratuity say, reach to even pay what you don't owe. Why some, they went home with 5,000 naira. Because after deduction, they say, waiting remain, and I be this 5K. Imagine after working in a bank, they say, you take loan, and a 5K remain. Why would people steal before their time? Meanwhile, who was the consultant retained to carry out this massive sack? Your guess is as good as mine. A team led by the same Daphne Dafinone. Yes, so the same consultant earning 35 million monthly, who is neither an employee of the bank or an officially appointed advisor to the governor. You will say he can only happen in Nigeria, not be me talking, are you talking? But anyway, trust the bank staff. Before you could even blink your eye, the bank was greeted with more than 100 different court cases at the National Industrial Court. And, some even said that by the virtue of Section 14, subsection 4 of the CBN Act, that section protects the appointment and disengagement of assistant directors and above by making it mandatory for the boards to approve their disengagement. So you now want to ask, is the consultant now a board of the CBN? Now the answer we still look for so. In the midst of all of this, you would think that it would be better for the CBN to now engage, the SAC staff in out-of-court settlement. Rather, the consultant was the one appointing and retaining senior law firms to represent them in the court. So the law firms too go be a senior advocate. So what can be the job of the legal department of the bank? Follow me, ask. As a face-saving measure, though, In December last year, the bank then offered 5 years annual gross emolument as incentive, ranging from 109 million for deputy managers to 45 million for senior managers, to enable some people, take early exit package. It will not be the first thing when they're supposed to be that. Staff in the managerial cadre were paid 3 years annual emolument, ranging between 84 to 86 million for managers, while other staff from senior manager to deputy directors were offered 18 months annual gross emolument, ranging from 146 million naira to 49 million naira. All these payments were supposedly exclusive of the staff and gratuity, as the bank also offered to deduct only 20% of their loan facilities, from their gratuity, while giving them the opportunity of paying the balance of 80% over 5 years. But really, how the bank want to collect the money after you don't disengage them? But the main question now is that, so what now happened to those illegally sacked and disengaged? What now happened to those ones? Now, because of their crime, you have given soft landing to some. But justice truly must be served, even if the heavens will fall, because the heaven will not go fall. So I will therefore advocate. Our CBN governor, Yomi Cardoso, should know that Emefiele, the governor before him, did not envisage or believe that after his exit from office, he will be dragged from one court to another the way he's being dragged today. No public office, no matter how long, is transient. So the question is, whatever you do, let it be something that you look back and be proud of. Cardoso should ask himself, after exit from CBN, what would he want to be remembered for? Would he want to be remembered as someone who, despite his best effort, his negativity trailed him beyond office? Or he wants to look back, raise his head high and say, Veni, Vidi, Vici. That is, I came, I saw, I conquered. But if he thinks he's doing well, the ball is in his court. Let him continue, because posterity is a leveler. Me, I don't talk my own. So you talk your own too. Until we come your way again next week, feel free to talk your own. Share your thoughts on all our social media social media platform showing on your screen. Like and also share so that we can collectively question those serving us. For in life, even if you do good for 100 years and commit crime against humanity for just 1 hour, at your old age, the world will remember your crime more than your sacrifice. So do good always. See you next week.